Hello again and welcome to the next video in this series of development videos showing how I create the Kadestack clone, which you will be able to purchase for an extremely cheap value. And we are mainly looking at how we build up this site and how speedy it, or how it influences the speed when we add different kind of plugins and other content to it. And just to recapitulate what we have done so far, we have installed the theme on WordPress, and we talk about the Cadence theme. And this, we can look here at the admin area and we can look at themes. You can see we have this Cadence theme from the repository, and we have the backup from WordPress. This of course free, but we have then added the Pro add-ons, which gives us the elements which you can see here. Well, you can't actually, but you can see these Pro add-ons here, and this we added in the previous video, and you saw how that influenced on the page speed. And regarding plugins, we have only 4 plugins. It's the Cadence blocks, which is the one from the repository from WordPress, free, and then we have the added Pro extension to that. And this Cadence Pro is the added Pro extension, which I just showed you a couple of seconds ago for the theme itself. And then we have the starter templates, which you also saw down here. And from this starter templates we have installed this template. It's a full website, and it's very easy to install this starter templates, as you can see. And the result so far is that we have still a very speedy site. We have implemented the web optimization fully, as much as possible. All of the ones with medium risk, we have avoided the one with the high risk so far. And we have, what have we done more? We have of course the CDN, the stack cache, which stack cache, which I showed you from the beginning, this one. And let's make a purge. It's always a good habit to start whenever you work with something to make a purge. If there are some, if you want to continue to develop or to work a lot on the site, you better use the, you better shut off the caching. And this you can do either here, disable, or you can do it from the control panel. At least you should be able to do it. Maybe I've been logged out. I will pause. Okay, so I was logged out from my control panel because I haven't used it for a while. So now I'm logged back in, and this is the same control panel as you have when you have your account in Ironbites Club hosting, Aroga web hosting we call it. And that's of course built on a reseller hosting to 20i, I would say the most modern company, hosting company there are now. So we go into the edge caching. I should show you how to shut off the cache. And this you do at the switch on development mode here. But we will not do that, of course, because we want to have this live and like it should be for visitors. The only thing more I have done since we made a previous video and measurements, I have added the logotype here, and I have added, you don't see it now, but I have added the icon for site icon for the site. So 2 images I have added into the in addition to the page template. So let's go now and see what we have. I just measured this. It was before I added the 2 images, but let's analyze once more here. Because the next step we will do is to install the SSL. You see mobile is hovering here in the upper orange, and on the desktop we have a very good value. And let's make a retest also in GTmetrix. And as you can see, it can hardly not be much better. Green everywhere. So now I will show you how to install the SSL. And included in the web hosting there are several nice things included. And among those nice things, this is the entrance page for the hosting for your cPanel or control panel. Here you can order new products, and you should know, if you take up our special offer for the Kadestack clone, you will have 50% on all new hosting packages, and not on domains, not on VPS, but the timeline backups and the SSL is included already, so this you never have to buy. And you see I have quite a lot of hosting packages on my account. So here we are into the control panel for exactly this site, kadeclone.com, and now we will install the security, the SSL, and it's very, very easy. Just click there. We activate the free SSL, and this is of course the I forgot what it's called, but it's a free SSL which you have on several, and this is automatically renewed, so you never have to think about that. Let's Encrypt is the name, I forgot it. And it also covers the wildcard, so if you, which you can't do actually on this hosting, but if you would like to add some subdomains, it will cover that too. So we activate that. And you see it's successful enabled. And we will do, and we have the HTTPS here, and we will do one more thing here. We will enable the forced HTTPS, so everything that comes onto the site will be converted to HTTPS. And that is also done. Now, since this takes some minutes, so up to half an hour, maybe an hour to propagate to be installed correctly, I will pause the video, and then we will come back and look at the page speed after this. So let's continue our installation of SSL on the kadeclone.com. There's one more thing you need to do after you have set up your SSL certificate, the Let's Encrypt certificate here. By the way, I should mention, if you want to install, purchase and install a, what should we call it, a real SSL, you can easily do that here also. But this we will not go into now. You can buy that from the front end of your shop or of your control panel. So what I want to say, you should change the WordPress address here to in the settings to general to HTTPS for both of this, and you should save the changes. Now you will probably be logged out, so you have to log in again because the URL was changed. Okay, now it's time to measure the speed and see if anything was changed while after we install the SSL. I will just wait a couple of minutes. I will pause for some 5 minutes and then we will measure. So after we changed the URLs to HTTPS, it's time to go back into the page speed measurements tool, and we start with the page speed insights from Google, and also here now we have to change to HTTPS. Now it might be that since this is a totally new URL for them, it might be a little bit different the first time we run this. That's why we will run it once and then we will probably have to run it once more. But it looks decent for the mobile and it looks still very good for the desktop. So it seems like here SSL, and it shouldn't actually, so it didn't influence much. So here we will to change. I think we have to make a totally new search, and we will use London. Okay, HTTPS kadeclone.com. Let's see. Here I can say it has importance where you are searching from. If it's no traffic to the site and if you search from a location where there has normally not been any traffic from, you might get a very bad result the first time. But if you run a couple of tests, it will be better. And you see here we are at still good performance. So what we can draw, the conclusion of this is that installing SSL does not change the performance at all, which is correct, it shouldn't do. But in this short video you have learned how to install, how to set up, activate the SSL on your site. And also it's proved that it doesn't influence on the, at least not negatively, on the page speed. In the next video we will start to set up additional plugins, and it's a whole suite of plugins, which is the VPMU dev connection, which will make it possible actually to for you to control more than this site or the Kadestack clone you will get. You will be able to control more sites from a white label hub, where you can add more sites and use those VPMU dev plugins on different of your other of your sites. But we get back to that in the next video. Thank you for watching this. Bye.